You are not your past. You're you. You're you right now. Like the past you did, you might have done some things you wish you hadn't done. Don't dwell on that. You can learn from it, that's fine, but don't dwell on it. Just keep moving. Keep moving. You know, use it as fuel. Say never again. You know, I get what I did wrong, but don't think that you're that person that made those mistakes. You're the person who's learned.
All of these fears, all of these old stories you tell yourself, all the excuses that you're making are all going back to a lack of real hunger, real desire, real desperation, because real desperation is beautiful. The power of being desperate is something that most people avoid. They think desperation is a weakness. And I'm here to tell you, desperation is one of the most powerful emotions you could possibly possess, because when you're desperate, you find reserves and reservoirs of ideas, talents, and a strength that you don't know you have when you find yourself in a desperate situation.
The purpose of life is not just to get your goals. Your goals or you're getting what you want doesn't make you happy. What makes you happy is who you become in pursuit of those goals. So the growth, the progress, even if you don't achieve it yet, but you start losing weight, or you start building muscle, or you start making your relationship better, or you start to build a business, the building, the progress is what makes you feel alive, because we're all made to either grow or die. If your relationship's not growing, it's dying. If your business is not growing, it's dying. There's no in-between bullshit. That doesn't work.
And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
Life is hard. Everything worth doing is hard. There is no easy path. And so many of you spend so much time, so much energy, and get yourself so frustrated searching for the easy way to get what you want, when in reality, if you just accept it, everything worthwhile is hard, and just stop beating your head against the wall looking for the easier, quicker, faster, freer way. It makes the path that much easier, because now you know the game that you're playing.
You are today who you decided to be. Every negative thing about you is because you have limited yourself. You were set apart for greatness. You were set apart to be limitless. You were set apart to change this world.
Listen, pain is temporary. Losses is temporary. Setbacks are temporary. But giving up is forever. So never be good with good enough when you know inside you live someone better. You didn't come this far just to settle. You didn't come this far just to accept whatever. You came this far to take it to your next level.
The beautiful part about life is in whatever we do, in whatever we seek to accomplish, in whatever we pursue. If you got two competitors, when they first start something, a winner and a loser has the exact same goal when they first started. But somewhere along the journey, the process, something is gonna happen that's gonna test your level of desire. It's gonna test your level of passion, gonna test your words and see how bad you really want what it is that you say you want.
If you wish to be successful, study success. If you wish to be happy, study happiness. If you wish to be wealthy, study wealth. Don't leave it to chance. Make it a study.
You came this far to become something greater. With each heartbeat, you have one less heartbeat to love. You have one less heartbeat for somebody to love you. You have one less heartbeat to succeed. You have one less heartbeat to share your success with somebody else. You have one less heartbeat to care about somebody. You have one less heartbeat for somebody to care about you. Be careful who you share those heartbeats with.
You cannot stay in environments where people don't know the true value of you. If you stay in environments where people don't recognize the value of you, you will shrink your gift to the size of what they can stand.
If you can intelligently apply your emotions in the right direction, no telling what can happen. Could turn your life around one day would be sufficient.
have to become the kind of person that can push through the hard times. Most people can't do that. Most people cannot push through the challenging, the draining, the frustrating times that make everybody else quit. So you have to build yourself into someone who has the discipline, the fortitude, the grit, the perseverance to become someone who is literally incapable of quitting.
What I've learned is to always keep going. Always. No matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready.
Don't cheat yourself. Don't sabotage your dreams by chasing cheap dopamine. Delay your gratification. Understand that the game is long and the road is difficult and that you're by yourself. And if you cheat yourself, well, you're going to be cheated by everybody else. Level up, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and don't do the things in life that are going to set you back. That which you know you're not supposed to do, you don't do it.
Because when you do hard things, you then are fortified and reinforced for the inevitable hardship that life is. Because all of life is hardship with brief moments of bliss, my friend. And if you have created a zone of comfort in a world of hardship, you become unstoppable. You must adopt that mindset. You will not be the victim in life.
You're going to start to create something. You have no motivation, you have no drive, you have no ambition, but you're going to force it to happen anyway because that's what bad motherfuckers do, and that's what you are. So you're going to go through day by day by day doing the work regardless of how you feel like it. And then what's going to happen is you're going to see a little bit of a result. And when you see that little bit of result, you're going to get happy because now you can clearly see that if I do the work, this result will happen. So if you're in this phase where it doesn't feel like it's worth it, where it doesn't feel like it's very fun, just remember, if you keep going and you do not let your feelings dictate what your actions will be, the results will always be there.
You think you got so much time, man. Like you think you got so much time. Not that you need to rush your life, but you think you got time. Make that call, man. Like you think you got time. Write that letter. You think you got time. Go see that person. You think you got time. I said, man, when I say the most underrated blessing is leaving your house and making it back home every single day, people treat it like it's a cliche. Man, that's the most underrated blessing because every single day we wake up, we walk out of our front doors. We just treat life as if it's promised to us. It's not.
The story they sell themselves on. Everyone's got a story. And everyone wants to tell you their story of how bad they had it, how hard they had it. And the more times you tell yourself or others that story, the more you reinforce the fact that you're not meant to have happiness, success, abundance, great relationship, awesome health, whatever. The story, they don't realize that they still hold the pen. And there's thousands of empty pages still in that book that they can rewrite that story. But we have to let go of the pages that others have written in our book, and we can start writing how the story looks from this day forward.
Whether you do, whether you don't, they're still gonna talk about you. At gatherings, they whisper about you if you're making moves or you're standing still. So honestly, I've come to realize in life, just do you, just do what you wanna do. Let them talk.
And the only guarantee that you and I are going to have a better tomorrow is the fact that you and I are growing today. If you and I are not growing today, what would make us think that tomorrow has greater possibilities? You don't go into possibilities, you grow into possibilities. You don't go into opportunities, you grow into opportunities. It becomes the natural thing to a person that keeps learning and growing, expanding and stretching.
There's a payoff for bad eventually. There's a payoff. It can't be bad, but for so long. If you got the strength and the understanding to realize that, shit will change. It will change.